As COVID-19 continues to sweep across the nation, the pressures faced by key workers exposed to the virus are becoming more evident, with the shortage of personal protective equipment being reported throughout the media. The UK government announced that 390 million items of PPE had gone to NHS staff in the last fortnight.
170 million masks, 42.8 million gloves, 13.7 million aprons, 182,000 gowns, almost 10 million items of cleaning equipment, and 2.3 million pairs of eye protectors, all delivered to 58,000 NHS trusts and healthcare settings.
But as days pass, more stories continue to emerge. One UK business has joined forces with the local community to supply visors in a bid to protect frontline NHS staff.
Our MD's sister is a retired nurse, and she had a call from her colleagues to say, we're desperate for PPE, and in particular we need visors. So I popped into our workshop, and within 10 minutes I had one made. And then we put it online, we put it on Twitter. And then about 11 o'clock at night, I took a call from California from Masks for Docs. They're basically a community-led response out in the States. They are looking at exactly the same problem, and they can't deal with the bureaucracy of the large healthcare system in the US in the same way it's difficult to engage with the NHS. After several hours late at night, they basically explained what they felt we as 3P should do, which was just get on and make them and give them to the healthcare workers and try and get a community approach to this. There are multiple open source designs now out there when you start looking. There's a beautiful design in the Czech Republic which has been approved by the healthcare system. And so I came to the conclusion that why wouldn't we ride on the back of that and just manufacture it? So that's what we've done. And this is our system, which is based on their system. So it's very easy to use. It comes in two sizes, because what you don't realize is surgeons want one size and other clinicians want a different size. So this has been tested. This design has been tested. And it's essentially 3 pieces or 4 pieces, depending how it's put together. So it's a very simple design.
Within 48 hours of a phone call, 3P Innovation had produced the first 10 units and shipped them to Southampton Hospital. They are now using their engineering expertise to design and create a supply chain capable of reaching 15,000 finished visors per day. Senior NHS contacts have been very supportive of the initiative and are working closely with 3P to ensure NHS approvals are given. But with more orders coming in and demand being high, materials for the visors could become more difficult to obtain, even more so if buying in bulk.
The bottleneck right now is going to be the ability to rapid prototype the headset. We've already, within the last 48 hours, we've sourced material for the visor itself. We probably by Monday or Tuesday are going to have about 1,000 of the visors actually available. We've got a laser company that are just around the corner. We've just actually bought a laser from them for our normal work. So we just pulled in a few favors. Like a lot of this community, they were actually waiting for a call from someone, just didn't know who to contact. So the second we contacted them, they were on it. They were making parts. And so we've now got a variety of rapid prototype community who are pulling together. So I think right now we've got about 6 or 7 people I know of that are printing. It takes 2.5 hours each. So straight away, we've got 2.5 hours divided by 6. So we're now starting to bring the time down. So my hope and expectation is we'll as more and more people engage, we'll be able to ramp this up. And that's the whole community spirit. We've already got people from Oxford supplying us the elastic we need. We could do with some alcohol. That's going to be one of the challenges that we have, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to infect healthcare workers. So we need to sanitize everything. And obviously, because we're from a med tech background, we understand what we need to do there. At the moment, we've got the one contact, which is our MD's sister. And because she's senior, or was senior within the NHS, she knows a lot of people. So what she's doing at the moment, she's acting as our distribution network. So she's already saying, I need 30 for these people, 20 for those people. Don't call me until you've got another 30. So that's how it's going to work. Now, once we've satisfied all her needs, then we look for somebody else. And ideally, we look for another hub. We could do with a hub maybe in Liverpool, a hub in Manchester. We want them in London, clearly, because the big issues are down in London, Wales, Cardiff, up in Scotland, Edinburgh. So we're a small SME. We can only do so much, but we can look after our community, and we're looking for people to look after their communities, and it's all open source.
The community-led approach is one way in which engineers and manufacturers are able to help during the ongoing crisis. But with frontline workers being more exposed to the virus, it's clear that any approach can't be too soon.